Good day, everyone, and welcome to another conversation here at Tarot Mundi. Joining us is Hans as he explains about the major and the minor arcana. Hi, Hans. Good afternoon.
Hello,
Hi,
Mary.
how
Good
are you?
afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. So I am actually excited because this is the second part of our small
Yeah, and
talk.
I'm
Because
also excited about
yeah,
the major and the minor arcana.
yeah. Am I loud and clear there?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Previously I've talked about reading,
Mm-hmm.
tarot reading, the tarot, and the importance of transcendental knowledge or intuitional science or transcendental science.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to share something about the Greater and Lesser Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
The Lesser Arcana is actually the original images used in the reading. You can see the Ace 1 to 10, the Knight, the Page, the Queen, and the King.
Mm-hmm.
So it corresponds with our typical poker card.
Mm-mm.
Our poker card doesn't have this human-like illustrations, except for the um, knight, the queen, and the king.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our minor arcana. The major arcana is about 21 of them plus the zero, although we do not consider a zero a number. Uh, it's all 22 card. So it's
Mm-hmm.
78, 56 plus 22. And I would like to introduce something quite unusual. I've only seen this one once in a guide. It's not that complete because the way it's presented is not actually the same as with the original idea of the soul's development. We call that as the hero's journey. The author mentioned about the this book is a very advanced one about
Mm-hmm.
um, the development of the soul using the greater arcana. Now, if you are familiar with the greater arcana, most of the images are human-like.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this greater arcana, greater secret or mystery, actually is related to the universal archetypes, um, identities or characteristics of a developed person. But since sometimes this is not well explained, maybe some of the books tells you about the meaning, but with regards to the archetypes, rarely can you see the cards being explained.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
the zero,
mm-hmm.
okay, the one. Yeah, these are the actually this deck is for beginners.
Mm-hmm.
So this is named Lucid Dreams Beginner's Tarot. There is actually an explanation above and below, but unfortunately you can't see that because it's almost the printing is not my copy of printing is not very good. It's it's like it's washed out.
Yes.
Uh, but if you can have a good copy, uh, it's good. Okay, so these are the cards. Mhm. You see?
Yeah. So there are
Yeah,
specific artworks attributed to each card.
yeah. Each card has its own meaning. According to the some standard works
Mm-mm.
interpretation. But if you're going to look at the cards as an archetype, it's a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the shortest that I could explain about the Greater Arcana as an archetype. You can do some research on that, but unfortunately, some of the archetypes mentioned in some books, even the Jungian ones, uh, rarely mention about this um, Greater Arcana archetypes. Okay, so the Minor Arcana or the minor lesser secret or mystery, actually it's composed of 14 cards of different flowers, they call that. One flower is the cup,
Mm-hmm.
the other one is the pentacles,
Mm-hmm.
the other one is the sword, and the other one is the wand.
Mm-hmm.
But this one looks like the typical illustration of the wand looks like a stick
Yeah.
as big as a person. Our understanding of a wand is just like a pen. It's small. It's a wand, okay? Magic wand, just like in Harry Potter or any witchcraft or magic movie. Now, this lesser arcana is uh, it's actually the journey of the soul from the start to the end. Now, after the soul traveled from the ace to the king, then at that time, based on the hero's journey, then the soul is able to select a particular archetype to
Mm-hmm.
express itself. Okay. So, as I've said previously, the tarot cards is about our inner lights,
Mm-hmm.
the lights of our soul, how it expresses itself. So that means that if you read a card, you are actually discovering which part of your soul is to be developed, which part of your soul is already on the process, and which part is still undeveloped.
Mm-hmm.
It's more on self understanding now. So, what happens if you try to read for another person? That means you are simply there to assist the person. The person is actually reading for himself or herself using your own tool.
Mm-hmm.
So, I suggest that you as a person wants to to read your card or your about your soul, and you don't have a you want to approach a reader, I suggest you look for your own card and only ask for help how to do
Mm-hmm.
the spread, because the situation or the position of the reader, you will not get the full benefit if you consider the reader or the tarot reader as someone who knows everything. He does not know everything. He is there to facilitate, to assist you, just like a coach is there
Mm-hmm.
to help you to understand yourself better. You already have the answer. The card will help you that see, discover the answer. But the answer is already there. Now the reader, since he knows how to read, will help you how to read. We call this in science as transfer of learning. What he knows, he shares to you. He does not know all the answer. You know the answer. You know your problem better. You know how to formulate a solution. He's merely there to help you. Okay? So that's it. The archetypes are the greater arcana, greater secret, secret of the soul, how the soul manifests itself, its relationship to the universal principle. And the lesser arcana is the path that you're going to take. It's the hero's journey. So as a hero, you're taking the lesser arcana.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever appears is part of your cycle of development. Okay, so
Okay.
I hope I made myself clear.
Yes.
Anything?
Yeah. I'd like to understand more about the connection of the hero's journey and tarot reading, as well as the significance of the major arcana and the minor arcana in reflecting what we call the individuation of the soul. Can you please
Okay.
tell us more about it?
Okay. So the um, details, the exact details may be discussed in the near future.
Okay.
But as I have said, because it's this time it's not enough. You
Mm-hmm.
can take it piece by piece. Now, if you read a card, because there are some spreads that will tell you about how to discover yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we are doing here is we are reading the spread according to the hero's journey.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, when they read, they do not move the card, but there is no hard and fast rules, and they're not etched on stone. That means you can adapt the reading according to your needs. Okay. Now, every time you open a card, some numbers are not in order. Uh, it would be better if you know the order of the cards. Okay, so what I do, what I suggest to others, order the card. When you order the card, you will know the stages or the steps that you've taken. Now, because the cards have four flowers or symbolisms, you would know that which of yourself, different selves, is manifesting. You may manifest yourself as a someone with a relationship in relationship with others, about your wealth, about your intellectual development, or about your whatever passion or commitment that you may have. Now, after reading the um, flower cards with flowers, sometimes a greater arcana card will appear. That means that if you pass the stage, if you're able to open the king card or the queen card, then that arcana that would appear will tell you something about your archetype that you're going to achieve or your soul wants to achieve. There is a classical practice of using four cards uh, to balance the individual in relation to the four flowers. Imagine this, you are divided into four parts and you want to integrate the four parts. When you integrate the four parts, you're able to integrate the four parts, then individuation comes. If you're unable to integrate the four parts, you still have some challenges regarding individuation. We may call that as um, oneness with the Father, because actually there is a kind of reading spread which actually symbolizes the in quotation mark Father, which is the sacred name. Four cards. Okay, so that's it. In relation to the hero's journey, the minor arcana is the hero's journey. The greater arcana is the type of archetype that you want to express when you're already a whole individual or yeah, as a whole person. Would you like to any further question or have I answered your question?
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Hans.
Okay. So thank you too.
Thank you very much. So next time, what can we expect for our next conversation?
Um, I'm planning to explain about the flowers, or the four designs, which is actually an extension of the four elements,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
because it's
sounds
four
exciting.
elements. Yeah, it has something to do with the in quotation mark occult science,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually a you can find within yourself. Sometimes they
Mm.
call this as the chakra, or energy centers.
Oh, that's a really exciting topic for next. Okay,
Mm.
so thank you very much again, and have a great
Okay.
day.